Hey everybody, welcome back to our lives this year. It's me, Tara, if you don't know who I am. And if you haven't been involved in any of our lives before, during our lives we like to discuss different topics, sometimes new products that arrive, any questions that people may have. You are free to ask any questions during this live. We will try to get to as many as possible. I don't know if anybody's in the GTA area. I hope you're staying warm in this lovely storm we are getting. Because yeah, it seems to be a doozy out there. So to start off, we're just going to give it a couple minutes for more people to join. So, start getting your questions ready. Hey, if you want to give a shout out to where you're from, I'd love to say hi. If you're coming in from somewhere else, if you've joined us before, give us a hi so we can see who you are. And we'll get to all of this shortly. Okay, so start off, this is the first live of the new year, so happy new year to everyone. I am so glad to be back doing my lives once again. I did miss talking to all of you. So we're starting off, we've got a few new products we want to introduce today that we have introduced to super hair pieces. So just to give you a little bit of knowledge on some of these pieces, and once we kind of get into that, we'll definitely talk and get any questions that you guys may have for me. So we're going to start off with some of the new pieces we are introducing to super hair pieces and kind of like what they are and if it's something that might interest you, and then we'll kind of go from there. So start off, we are going to go in with our sorry here, I got my little list, apologize, the MD105. Okay, so the MD105, so this one, guys, is the MD105 is the D stands for deep. So we have an actually deep based hair system here. This is really great for individuals that have, a larger shaped head that maybe the other systems weren't working for them as well, our regular French lace pieces. What this does is actually going to keep the contour of the head. So when you do have this on your head, because of these folds in the lace, it's going to actually keep the contour of the lace. One of the biggest issues with lace hair systems is that once we kind of customize them and they stretched out a bit, they have a tendency of going a little bit flat. Well, that's great if you have a flatter head. That might work great for you. But some individuals, they do have that deeper contour. They need something that's going to kind of keep the curvature of their head. So that's what this system is all about. Like I said, it is a customizable system, but we do have these really great sutures on the front. So it's a folded lace, which is going to keep the actual shape of this system once you customize it, once you wash it. So it's going to actually keep the shape of the lace better. So this is a French lace system, 110 density. It is an 8x10, which can be customizable to a smaller size also. So if this is something that might interest you, feel free to go onto our website, superhairpieces.com or CA, and take a look at the MD105. Again, the D stands for deep. So kind of an easy way to remember it. Really great system. I've had the opportunity of using one of these. They are really great, and they do kind of keep that shape a lot better than our regular French lace systems. So take a look at one of these. They're great system to try out if that is something that you've had an issue with in the past. We also have, which is really great, is our W109. So this is a full cap men's piece. It does have the mono and the poly lace front, but really great thing about this piece is we have stretchable lace at the back. So this is a really new model for men, which is going to be a really great hair piece for men to try out if they are looking for a full cap piece. Which does give us the usability of having a little, sorry, our lights just flickered, kind of freaked me out for a second. I thought we were going to lose power. That's what we love about lives. Anyway, so yeah, so we do have this model which does have that stretchable lace. This is really great. It's going to be really comfortable for men because you have that stretchability for the piece itself. we still do have that mono at the front and that lace front. So you're still going to have that really great natural front hairline if this is something that you're looking for. So this is another really great option for men who might have full hair loss and they're needing a piece that's going to cover the full thing, their full head. Again, I wouldn't say this is necessarily something you're going to want to wear 24/7. It would be more of a piece you're going to take off. However, you could use it for more of a longevity time if you really had to, because you could tape that front, which is going to give you some longevity with that front piece. However, at the back, I really would not suggest doing any kind of tape to that back. You don't really want to put any kind of tapes or glues on that stretchable lace because it will ruin the material. But again, it's a really great option for men who have lost all their hair and want something other than the pieces that we currently have in our roster. So again, this is the W109, 100% density, and it's a really great piece to maybe take a look at if it's something that you are interested in. Then, last but not least, this is probably one of my favorite pieces that has come out so far. This is the M100N, which means narrow. So with this piece, we have a mono base piece. The folded lace at the front, so a very small folded lace area at the front. But the great thing about this is how narrow it is. So one of the biggest issues is with any of our mono pieces is that they have been too wide for individuals who may have not lost a lot of hair in that aspect. So we don't want to have to shave off more hair than what you have. That causes more problems than good. We want to kind of keep, the good hair in place. But at the same time, this piece is going to be able to be good for individuals who have lost maybe just a very narrow patch, but are still maybe a little bit further back. And they want something that's durable. So mono pieces, if you do know me talking about them, they are very durable pieces. This is a piece that's going to really last you a good amount of time. They are very durable. You can put them through the ringer a lot more than, say, example, a lace piece. Lace pieces, a lot softer and more fragile. So you do have to be a little bit more careful with a lace piece or a lace and poly piece versus mono pieces. Yes, they do have a more rigidity to them. It is like our other mono pieces, 120% density, so that's really good. The size is a 6x9, so you have 6 side to side, 9 front to back, and we can customize this down to a 4 3/4. So that's actually pretty small, 4 3/4. So if you have a very small area, but you still want a really good piece, that's going to last you a long time, this would definitely be something to maybe look into. So that is the M100N. So the N stands for narrow, just in case you want to kind of remember it. So yeah, take a look at that, guys. We do have them on our website. If you ever want to know some of our newest pieces, you can go into www.superhairpieces.com or .ca, go into new arrivals, and that's where you're going to find all of our new pieces. Keep in mind, we do not have every single color, all great percentages right at the beginning. When we are testing out new products, we obviously want to see what's going to sell, what's going to be good for people. So we only make a few at a time. So these are pieces that, they might not come with all the great percentages. But again, if it's something that is very popular, yes, we will get all those colors, all those great percentages eventually. It does take time, obviously, to make these pieces for everybody. So those are some of the 3 pieces that we have right now. We also have, I'm going to talk about our new tape that's in stock. Shoot, yeah, bumbly. Walker Signature Tape. So we have the rolls and we have the pre-cuts. This is an extreme wear tape. So maybe the alter hole doesn't work for you. I know that's one of the big ones we always seem to talk about, one of the favorites amongst the stylists here anyways. This is also another 2 to 4 week tape. Very flexible. It has good holding time, 2 to 4 weeks. You can use the tape by itself, or you can actually use it with the glues for extended longevity. However, always keep in mind, guys, tape by itself isn't meant to be that way. You know, you don't always have to add a glue to a tape, but it is something to keep in mind if you do want to have that extra hold. Maybe the tapes just aren't working enough for you. Little tip though, if you find your tape is getting too gooey, so say you're using a tape with a glue, take away the glue, because a lot of the times it's just too much adhesive. You are getting hot, your head's getting hot, maybe you're doing a lot of exercise, maybe you're going somewhere hot. Too much heat then breaks down both of those adhesives, so you're breaking down the adhesive, the glue, and you're breaking down the actual tape at the same time. They're starting to slip and slide against each other. It's making a gooey mess. So if that is happening, I always suggest to maybe take away the glue. Try just using the tape, because maybe the tape is going to work for you better and actually give you more of a hold. So more is not always better in the glue and adhesive industry. So keep that in mind, guys. But yeah, so check out our Walker signature tape. Those are available right now. Like I said, we have the pre-cuts. We have, I believe, the 12 yards and we have the 3 yards. I don't think we don't have the 36 yards yet with this, do we? I don't believe so. Daniela, my lovely Daniela has just taken it out for me. No, not yet. So we do have, yes, the 12 yards and the 3 yards, but no 36 yards as of yet. But we also have the pre-cuts, which again, I think these are the best things ever because you really don't have to even think about it. Nicely curved. You literally just cut, stick them on the piece, go around the perimeter, easy to use. So those are two of our tapes that are actually available now. Another great option out there for all you DIYers. So hey, you guys want to do your hair systems at home? We have these really great kits now available online. So we have, oh, don't want to knock them all over. We have these really great kits online for you guys to purchase if you are looking to do your systems at home. They do actually come with a really great instruction manual, how to do it also. They come with a glue, cleanser, a scalp protector, conditioner, and a tape. Now, we have different kits for different hair systems. So, for example, we have a monthly mono kit, we have a monthly skin-based kit, a monthly lace-based kit, and we also have a bi-weekly mono kit. So, those kits are going to help you if you're really looking to do your own servicing at home and really don't know what to buy for your actual DIY. The kits are all put together based on our professionals in the industry. We picked out these different glues and tapes to suit you best for whatever you're looking to do. And again, if you're not too sure which kit to buy, here's a quick thing. If it says mono on your piece, go for the mono kit. If it is a lace and poly kit, you want to obviously go for our lace kits. Any skin-based kits, you're going to go with the skin-based kits. And again, we have the really great direction manual, QR codes on there. So you can literally follow the direction to help you out. Plus, of course, we always have all of our great videos online. On YouTube, if you want to follow any of our YouTube videos, we can definitely get some tips and tricks. We have lovely Rick on there showing how he does stuff. Plus, we have multitude of other influencers, plus our lovely talented staff that is showing different ways of doing things with hair systems. So feel free to check those out on our YouTube channel and yeah, get into doing your own hair piece, doing it from home, whether or not you don't have a place nearby you and you have to do this, or you just, want to save some money and you want to do your servicing at home, feel free to get one of our kits. I do believe they're $45 to $60 USD, but you can also check them online. If you're looking to find the kits on any of our sites, just look under DIY kits and you'll be able to find them all there. So they're really great kits to kind of use and learn how to do this yourself. But hey, in the event you don't want to do it yourself, we are always here. Again, in the GTA, we have a lot of locations, so feel free to look us up if you are looking to get into, you know, getting a service, or perhaps you just want a consultation. Feel free to get in touch with us and book an online consultation or one in person, and we can definitely help you find the perfect system that's going to be for you. Okay, so that's me talking. And we're going to go to some questions. Do we have any questions yet from anyone? Roger, how can I find someone local to cut my system that I purchased from you in Cleveland, Ohio? That's a great question. That's a great question, Roger. I would look it up. First, look up, you can maybe Google in your area, see if you can find anybody, hair systems, hair pieces, toupees, you know, hair replacement, cutting. I find there's a lot of even hairstylists that will actually do hair systems now if you put them on yourself. That's one way. We do also have a great team of stylists that do pre-cut hair systems also. So if you do have a hard time finding a stylist, if you go into hair services under the men's drop down, there's the hair services. We do offer online services also where we can actually cut the piece for you and give you a pre-done style. Now, it's always nice to go to a in-person to get your hair cut, but if you have no other options, that is a great option for you also. So you can book an in-person, like get a service done online, and we send the piece back to you, and hopefully it's ready to wear, and you can kind of go from there. And you can also get one of our DIY kits where you can kind of put the piece on yourself. I hope that helped a little bit. Next question. Oh, good question. Which one's more durable, M100N or the M104? Okay, so I would say the M100N is a little bit more durable, and the only reason I'm saying that is because the folded lace at the front. So the folded lace is going to give that little bit of lace at the front, some durability, versus with the M104 we have the French lace, which is like 1/4 of an inch French lace. That has a tendency of fraying out a little bit. So that's really where your durability is going to lack, is when that French lace starts to go, versus with this, because we have the folded lace, it gives you a lot more durability with this one. And again, though, you're going to really have to go based on your size and which works best for you for size-wise first. But yeah, the M100N is going to be a little bit, slightly more durable for you in the end. Next question. Oh, I have to wait. Hope you guys are having good weather and you're not in the GTA dealing with this nasty storm. We got, well, again, Jeff, you can definitely either book a consultation where they can help you to measure your area to see if you're a narrow individual. Anything, you have to take in consideration that if you're looking at your hairline, and what we want to first determine is how much hair you've lost. We don't want to take off your good bio hair if we don't need to. So really, when you're looking at your area, if you see that your area is fairly thin, like when I say thin, I mean, you know, side to side, you have very little hair loss. It's not going down very low. You're probably more of a narrow individual. And again, quickly, you can take a quick measuring tape and just look, say, above the ears, or where the hair is, basically where the thick, like the biggest area is on the head. You can measure to see how big that area is. If you're looking more at 7, 8 inches, then you know you're obviously a little thicker. But however, if you're kind of going, say, 5, 6 wide, then you're more of a narrow individual, which this system would definitely work for you. Next one. Can you make more haircut videos from your different styles available? Oh, more haircut videos. Yeah, that's definitely something we can look. What exactly are you referring to for more haircut videos? Can you be more specific with those videos? What exactly you're looking for? That kind of feedback's really good because yeah, we can definitely try doing more of those for you. Definitely. Next one, sports bud. What is the first step to proceed with a hair system? I have no knowledge about them. So your first step, if it has to do with a hair system, if you have no knowledge whatsoever and you're looking to get yourself a hair system, book yourself a consultation. Number one, I would say that's the first thing you do because then you can really ask a lot of questions. But prior to that, I would say go on our YouTube videos and watch some videos because then at least you can get a little bit of knowledge of like how they're put on, different questions that are already asked. You can see a lot of information pertaining to hair systems that at least give you a little bit of knowledge prior to like getting into doing a consultation yourself. Then after once you kind of realize, okay, yeah, maybe this is for me, feel free to contact us and book yourself an online consultation, and we can definitely get you set up with what would be the perfect system for you and how to go forward from there. I need a low density system, but custom ones take a long time. 8x10 color 17. Wow, that's pretty specific. Low density system. Custom ones take a long time. What is a low density 8x10 color 17 stock system? Well, we have quite a few low density systems. I don't know if you're looking more for lace or if you're looking more for skin. I mean, if you're going for really low systems, we have the M111, that's our really thin skin system. We have the XT, which is even thinner than that one. And then we have our HD. Now, all of those systems are essentially disposable. If you're looking for something with a little bit more longevity, but you're still looking for a low density systems, you can look at our lace systems and then go from there. Like whether you're looking at French lace or Swiss lace. Swiss lace has less density than the French lace. And again, it's really what your preferences are. I always suggest, again, a consultation is a really great way to so we can have a one-on-one talk about what you're looking for, what your size expectations are, and then we can really dive into what would be the best system for you. But if you're just looking for yourself, yeah, definitely look at our lace systems, and then you can go from there to see which one is your best. But the Swiss lace has a less density than the French lace, so just keep that one in mind. Gabe, how do you determine the best system for best system as far as sizing is concerned? Best system, Best system as sizing is concerned. Well, again, when I'm doing any kind of consultation with an individual, yes, first thing I want to know is what the sizing is. Then from there, I really kind of focused in on where they want to be on the scale of durability to naturality, because really in the end, we want to make you look the best possible, but we also want you happy with your system itself. So if you were looking for, durability and a smaller system, I would definitely go with the M100N because you're going to have that durability. Now, if you were looking with, say for example, though, you were an individual who had a narrow and long, but you wanted something really natural, then we might go to a full lace system or a full skin system that's going to be able to be customized to your size, but still give you those most natural look. So it really is dependent on kind of a lot of aspects to do with you as an individual, what you're looking for, what your actual lifestyle is, and a lot of other questions in between. So if you really want to know the specifics of what's the best for you, again, guys, book a consultation. I know, I keep repeating myself, but it is the best way to figure it all out. Do I have an example? I don't have one right at this moment. The Pro line? No. Can you access the, what's that? We can't access the Pro line. They're wanting it. They want to see the Pro line. Do we have it on? Can you get it on the feed? Like, can you put it up? I don't have one to show. So I don't have one to show, unfortunately, right now. But the Proline systems are basically our European hair. So if you can see this one right here. So this is our men's Pro V-Loop Skin bases. Now these are European hair. So the European hair has a little bit warmer tones. The hair itself is a little bit softer, but these, and unfortunately I do not have one to show at this time, but I will try to show one on the next one if I do have one available for show and tell. I do apologize for that, but yeah. Do we have any more there? Yeah, so there's the Pro, yeah. So there's quite a few of them there. And so just keep in mind, a lot of these, the Proline systems, the bases are very similar to our regular bases. Really, you're just looking at the European hair. That's the difference between the Pro and the regular, is the fact that it's European hair, not the Indian hair. Next question. Anything? Oh, we're all cold today. We're working in slow-mo. All right. After planning to install M111 in a few weeks, just waiting to grow the sides. How long the hair should be in order to install a hair system? Oh, great question. Okay, so again, it's dependent on what kind of style you're looking for. I say at least an inch should be good for the sides of the hair. You can still do a fade up if you're looking for something shorter in here, but having that inch kind of where the system is gonna sit and where your hair, your bio hair continues, is gonna make it the easiest for the stylist. So yeah, getting that at least an inch of hair. I don't know how long you had it before, but yeah, having that inch is usually ideal. And again, depending on the look, I have some guys who come in and they do that completely disconnected cut. I don't know what kind of style you're looking for, but if you're looking for a disconnected cut, usually that can be really short and we're keeping that top long. But again, it's depending. If you want those sides to blend in, yeah, we need at least an inch of hair depending on the style you're looking for. If you have a picture, usually ideally, if you have a picture of what you want for that hairstyle, look at the sides of the gentleman's hair on the sides, because you're gonna pretty much wanna match that look. And that would make it easier for your stylist to kind of copy the look and be able to give you exactly the style you're looking for. Hope that helped a little bit. I get my hair cut split hair pieces, but live too far for haircuts. What do you recommend looking for in a hairstylist? Oh, a lot of hairstylists nowadays, they will actually cut your hair. The big thing is to let them know that you are wearing a hairpiece when you are getting your hair cut. And I hate saying this because it's not anything against barbers, but sometimes it's better to go to a stylist versus going to a barber. And the only reason I'm saying that is barbers like to do a lot of scissor over comb. They're really kind of getting in with that aspect of the haircut versus a stylist. If you let them know that you are wearing a piece, if you feel comfortable with your stylist enough, a lot of the times they can go in and they can clip up the piece, just cut your bio hair and then let that rest of that hair fall down. Letting them know, like, maybe, okay, only cut like it's only been a month, you know, cut a quarter of an inch or a half of an inch. That might be easier, but do let them know, because the biggest issue with going to a stylist who maybe isn't doing hair systems, if you don't tell them, they're gonna start to cut the rest of your hair with the system. It's not cut the same way. So it does not have, you're not supposed to cut a hair system the same way you cut your bio hair. So if you start going in and they start using clippers and combs and doing all that weird stuff and cutting your hair system, all of a sudden it's not going to blend. So make sure you do let them know. That's the biggest thing. You could always call your stylist or call other salons and ask them if they've had any experience. Some stylists, even though they do not put them on, they have had experience with actually cutting bio hair with people who have had hair systems. So usually that's what I would suggest to do, is maybe find out, get some information from your stylist about who's comfortable with doing that. Some people really just aren't comfortable. And I mean, you have to, respect that. I would just do your homework and see, where they're at and how comfortable they are with cutting, your bio hair with you wearing a hairpiece. That's pretty much it. But if you're ever in the area, come see us. We'll help you out. The quality of my bio hair should match the hair system quality. Mine is kind of thin, not straight, in between Afro and European. Well, I mean, ideally you want it to match. European is, yes, more fine. The great thing with our systems is you can purchase a system and then take a look at it and see if it's something that's going to work for you. As long as you haven't altered the system, we can exchange it for something else. So as long as you haven't cut it, you haven't altered the base, you haven't done anything to the system, we can exchange it for you. But yeah, you can definitely try out. If you feel your hair is a little bit more fine, it would match the European hair better, definitely go in and take a look and see if that's something you want to do, and then go from there. But yeah, you could do that, because I mean, sometimes it's a little bit hard to determine the texture of the piece compared to the texture of your hair. But yeah, having enough of your own hair to kind of match would be good. And obviously, yeah, you do want to match that texture also. In the event, keep in mind though, we can always do custom pieces if worst comes to worst and you do not find what exactly you're looking for. So that is an option, though I'm pretty sure you'll find something that's going to work for you. I'm a bit knowledgeable in cutting my own hair, but need a better explanation of how to cut on a hair piece. Just how to cut different styles on your own if you know how. I know Rick did some videos. I don't know if you saw those, but Rick did some really great videos of how he cuts the piece. It's really hard because we have a lot. I know we teach our Evolve class where we go into how to cut hair systems. It is a little bit more of a talent. I don't know if we'd be able to do more classes with that. It'd be a little bit difficult because, again, it is... if you can cut it, that's great. Maybe watch some of Rick's videos, because he really is the one that kind of goes in and how he cuts his piece, which gives it a little bit more detail. It might be something we do in the future, but at this moment, actual cutting videos other than for our Evolve classes, we're not really getting too much into at this moment. As you know, we don't want to have too many people who don't know how to cut hair start cutting our hair pieces. Could end up in some messes out there. But yeah, definitely if you have some knowledge on how to cut pieces, take a look at some of Rick's videos, because I do believe he gets into some detail. Really, when it comes down to that, it's just about changing, how much hair you're cutting off, the actual amount of hair. So that might help a little bit. Yeah, we do online consultations. For color matching, a lot of the time, I know this, it's really just about us taking a look at what you have. If you have a darker hair color, usually it's fairly easy for us to match. However, I'm not saying that we're always perfect. We're usually pretty good online. A lot of us, that do the consultations are pretty good at kind of looking at a color. Sometimes we ask for a couple more photos to send us some photos so we can kind of take a look at it. However, in the event that we do not get your color exactly and you do need to change it, like I said before, if you haven't altered any of your piece, you can definitely send it back. We can exchange it for a different color. I have had some people... with lighter colors, they have had to get another piece. You can also order one of our color rings. We have had people order the color rings, use it, and then send it back. So if you really had to kind of match your own hair, you could do that also. But on online consultations, we are usually pretty good at getting very close for what color you're looking for and what you might need for your hair piece. So you might want to try that, because yeah, in most cases, if you're in a well-lit area, we're pretty good at kind of matching those colors. So hopefully we can help you out with that. You have a bunch of systems from us already, but still have questions about stocks. Okay. I don't know what kind of questions you have. You can definitely still, even if you have a bunch of systems from us and maybe you know what, your systems just aren't working for you, feel free. You can definitely still book an online consultation. We can definitely help you out with giving you maybe some adjustments or to find that perfect piece if none of them are perfect for you yet. You can definitely, contact us with that. We can hopefully help you out. Unless you had a specific question right now, and then I can maybe help you out. I don't know. But yeah, online consults are usually pretty good because at least if you're not really finding the one piece that's looking the greatest on you yet, or you're not quite as happy as you'd like to be, we could definitely maybe offer you some different suggestions. I have no issues. I always tell people, hey, even if you found a system you like, but you want to try something else, there's nothing wrong with getting a few more options out there. So I can't book a consult because there are no hair technicians in my area. Is there a section of the website to walk me through what I would need? Like I said, we have our really great DIY kits. So if you are looking to do this at home, now even though we're not offering to cut them in these kits, if you are looking to use these DIY kits, these kits will really actually help you a lot for getting you started on doing your hair system at home. And like I said, there are various ones. So they are actually made specifically for specific hair systems. So for example, if you have a mono system, you have all of the ingredients, I was going to say, all of the supplies you would need to attach a mono system. So at least gets you started on how to do it. And again, like I said, they do have the directions manual, so you can actually go through all the directions of what to do step by step. With the QR codes, which will give you more information when you click on those. So this is a really great kit if you are looking to do this at home and you have nowhere else to go. You get the system, you can actually have it pre-done. Like I said, you go into under men and hair services. There is places where you can go and get the actual hair system. You can look for a hairstyle, you can get it pre-cut. Those pre-cuts will then get sent to you. At that point, you can get a DIY kit, you can learn how to clean them and install the systems yourself. So really, we're taking all the brain work out of you. You don't actually have to search anything. And feel free, you can always go to our website, go to our YouTube channel and check out more videos there, which will definitely give you more information and insight, which tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it is possible to do it yourself, but just be patient. This isn't something you learn overnight. So, sometimes there's some hiccups along the way, but don't get too frustrated. You will get the hang of it. I hope that helped a little bit, but yeah. The knot sealer with the V-loop skin system. So this is the thing. You would have to, it's a little bit harder because you would be spraying that on the skin on the top. You couldn't do it underneath because they're sealed already on the skin. So knot sealer is really made more for like a lace or a mono system where you're doing it underneath. And even then, it doesn't last forever. As you wash it, it's going to start to wear away. So that's going to help for these kind of systems. I really have not, I'm not going to lie, heard of it being sprayed on the top of a piece. I don't think it's really going to do much for you at that point. Now, I could be wrong, but I can't see it being of much use on the top of the piece with a V-loop because, again, that piece is going to get wet and be styled a lot much. It's really not going to have a chance to even set or do anything as you're going to get it wet right away. So I would say it's not really going to do as much on a skin-based piece, unfortunately. Next question. What's the best recommendation to match bio hair color with the system hair at home as the system ages? What is the best recommendation to match the bio hair color with the system hair at home as the system ages? You should really be matching your system with your bio hair, not the other way around. So I wouldn't suggest, I mean, you can color your system. If you are looking to kind of touch up your color of your system, I don't know whereabouts you are, you can bring it into us. We can color it, you know, do a color back for you so that we're kind of touching up that color, bringing it back to its natural color. I don't usually suggest you changing your bio hair to your system. It should be the other way around. Your system should match your bio hair, because once you start coloring your bio hair, you know, then you get the system, which is the regular color. Your bio hair has already been changed. It's a little bit harder, right? I mean, you're going to always consistently get new hair systems. So you want your hair system to match your bio hair, not the other way around. Again, if your system has faded, we can color them in-house. So if you do need to bring them in, I don't know whereabouts you are, you can bring it into us. We can color back the hair system to tone it back down to its natural color. Or if you want to, you can actually do it yourself. We do have the Back to Naturals hair color shampoos, which do help to tone the hair back to its natural tone that it was before. We have those on our website. So it's the Back to Naturals, and those will actually help to kind of give back the tone to the hair system. But I don't suggest you change your actual bio hair to the hair system, the other way around. I learned to ventilate for emergency repairs on lace systems. Can I do similar repairs, hair additions for skin systems? Oh, ventilation on skin systems. I wouldn't suggest on the thin skin systems, not the M111, the HD111. I would be a little bit leery about trying to do that with the skin, like the thinner skin. The M101, okay. Even the M101V, I might be a little leery because, again, as you're piercing that, skin is very, very, it has more of a chance of ripping, especially the thin ones. The M101 you might be able to, definitely not the thin ones. I wouldn't even attempt it. I'd be a little leery about doing it with any of the skins. Poly, yes. Skin, I'm going to say no, just because I don't want to see you ripping your system. Yeah, ventilation is probably a lot easier to do on the lace systems or on poly. Skin, thin skin's definitely a no for me. I would say don't do it. You're just going to rip it. Once you start to rip it, that hole's just going to keep tearing. So it's going to be a lot harder. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know how I'm getting home. I think I might be sleeping here. All right. Any other? Hello, and thank you for your time. Any chance you folks could translate the numeric letter coding system used to identify unit density, color, durability, etc.? No. I think even us, sometimes we are not too sure what means what. It's a really hard thing. Women's pieces are a little bit easier. Men's pieces, yeah, there's different reasons for different things. I know when we have like the M100N, the N means narrow. What does the M100 stand for? I would be lying if I told you I knew, because I don't. So really in the end, I think at one point there was a reasoning for the numbers and the letters, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I think we just kind of all memorize it here and go from there. Again, like HD with the skin base means high density versus the MD means, you know, it's a deep. So, yeah. It gets a little bit complicated. I do apologize. Your best option is just honestly go on the website, just kind of take a look at everything and don't get yourself too don't concentrate too much on the numbers and the letters and all that stuff. Honestly, when you're looking at the website, the easiest way to kind of go through it all is if you're going onto the website and you go under men, for example. Number one, you can see right away there's like mono, lace and poly, skin. Going in and looking for the kind of system you're looking for is the easiest if there's a specific kind of system you're looking for. If you're wanting to, you can go and look by size. You can look to see what's in stock. You can look at our new arrivals. If you're completely overwhelmed, honestly, just come and get a consult. We'll help you figure it all out. But yeah, don't try to understand the codes and the numbers because, yeah, you'll be there for a long time. I hope that helped. And hi, BioHair is now about 1 1/4. I made a template, bought a system but haven't put it on. I live near Detroit. If I come to have it put on, what would you charge to install and cut? Are you coming here? Yay! If you come here, it is $140 Canadian CAD to install and cut the piece. And send you on your way. So yeah, you can definitely come here and have that. We have like 5 great locations. You definitely come in, have your piece installed, and hey, I think your dollar's worth way more than ours. So I mean, really, that's a $140. It's probably like what, $5 to you or something. But yeah, have it done. We can definitely do that for you. Is it better to dye your BioHair before coming in for attachment or color match? If you usually color your BioHair, if that's something you always do, definitely color it first. Because if that's the color you're always going to color and you plan on continuing, definitely color it first, and then we will match to the colored hair versus to the hair we see when you come in. That's going to be the easiest way for us to color match for you. Yeah. So if you do want us to color match to what you're coloring it to normally, then yeah, color your hair before you come in and then we can color match that way. It makes it a lot easier. Oh, products for styling. Styling products, you know what? We have quite a few of them online. Literally, if you go on to our website and look for styling products, hairsprays, mousses, anything like that, excuse me, we do have a lot of them to do. We also have the Osis line now, the Schwarzkopf, really great product. I love Schwarzkopf. Again, styling is really a preference. Some people like mousses, some people like hairsprays, some people like pastes. Some people like gels. So it's really about kind of like what you feel is the best for you. Like I prefer myself like a sea spray and a hairspray if I am going to put anything in my hair versus, like I like using pastes on men. I find using a paste on a system afterwards, give them that kind of messy look, really does look great on them. But I do know a lot of guys that like gel on their hair. They like that wet look. So it's really about what you're kind of like preferring. And again, if you go onto our website, you can definitely see all the products we do have. So you can go in there and find something you're interested in and then, purchase away. Can I send a system from a different company for a hair color shirt? Yeah, we have done that. I have colored other people's hair systems. Again, yeah, we can definitely do that as long as we know kind of what color you're looking for. We should be able to do that for you. I can't answer that question. We are all amazing. So any location you can come to, like I said, it's really up to you. All of the stylists are top notch. That's all I can say. Anybody would be more than happy to help you with your system. Like I said, all of our styles are really great and can definitely get you, walking out the door feeling like $1 million. With density, is it the same across the industry? You know what? That's a really good question. It's not always the same. I have had density be a little bit different from here to there. It's fairly close. I would say it's almost negligible. If there is a slight difference, it might be on or off, like a little more, a little less, depending on each company. Like 120% for one company versus 120% for another company. There might be a slight variance. I believe our 120% is a little bit less than some other companies, but again, it's very, very negligible. Usually people can't tell that much. So, but yeah, I've had some people say there is a difference. I personally worked with another company before, and I can't say there's really much of a huge difference. It depends who you're working with. But again, if there is a difference, it's very, very slight. Good question though. If a man wants to do a really long style, is it better to get a custom system or to get a woman's stock system and cut it to our template? I have a short undercut, very long 12-inch top. I have in the past, what I usually do, if a man is looking for a longer hair system, like we have women's toppers that work beautifully, and we have longer 12-inch hair. So yeah, you can definitely go to the women's section if you're looking for some longer hair. You don't have to go to a custom-made piece. If the women's system is available and it's in that 12 inches you're looking for and the size you're looking for and the base that you're looking for, I would definitely go to a women's system. I have done that a few times for some men that have gotten hair systems and wanted, like, you know, they want to be able to do the man bun or a ponytail or whatever. It is possible. So yeah, I would go more towards looking at the women's hair systems before going in and necessarily doing a custom. Because number one, it's going to save you time and it's also going to save you money. So yeah, I would look in doing it that way. Can I know more about the monofilament lace when it comes to shedding? What do you want to know about the shedding? Like how long it's going to last? Is that what we're looking for? I mean, the monofilament lace systems, they actually last a nice amount of time. They are a little bit more durable than, say, the French lace or the Swiss lace. They do keep their shape a little bit more, which is really nice. Downside, I would say they're not as maneuverable, if that's the word. Like when you're trying to style a French lace or Swiss lace system, they seem to have, like, you can create a style a little bit easier with one of these systems than you can with the monofilament lace. But again, shedding, everything, it's really hard to say how shedding is for you versus somebody else because everybody's different with their systems. Are they more durable than the French lace and Swiss lace? Definitely. So you're not going to have as much shedding, but it is still a lace system. Okay, so keep that in mind. They still do shed. Systems are not meant, especially lace ones, are not meant to last you forever. They're meant to be natural looking, so getting 3-4 months out of a system is perfectly normal with a lace system, and sometimes it's going to be even less, depending on how hard you are on your hair system, you know, what your activity level's like, and how, you know, what you're going to do all the time with the piece. The tape will not stick to the lace. Oh, with the mono? What tape are you using? I don't know what tape you're using. There's a couple tricks. Definitely spray it down with some alcohol, blow dry, see if that works. Second tip, you could always use, what's that? Blue tape. Oh, lace tape. Yeah, so try that first. Also, too, you can try to use the scalp protector. That's a little trick of the trade, is we'll actually spray it with scalp protector, blow dry it, and then try the tape. I'm trying to think what else you could technically do. Or, I don't know if I don't like to tell people this one, but it is one that I have done in the past. I will take a really, really soft nail file and just slightly graze the edge of the inside of the hair system. Sometimes that actually roughens up the edge a little bit so the tape does stick a little bit better. But this is something you have to be careful with, because if you go in and you rough it up too much, you will start to pull the hair through. You don't want to do that also. I would try the alcohol first. Try washing the system really good first with, you know, a detergent. Don't use any kind of conditioner on that base. Alcohol it, dry it really good. Try using the tape then. If that doesn't work, you could also, like I said, try that scalp protector. Put the scalp protector on, blow dry it, and see if that works. Put the tape on. You can try to warm up the tape when it's the backing still on. That will actually help to kind of get that tape. It makes it a little bit more soft, which then helps it to stick to the base. See if that helps. I hope that does help a little bit though. Anything else? No, we're good? Oh, we're good. I'm being told that's it. We need to all go home. So, because I'll sit here and talk forever. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for joining us today on this really wintry day. But we are going to say goodbye for now. We will be back with another live. Thank you all for joining us. And everybody who's in the GTA or dealing with this lovely storm, stay safe out there. And we'll see you guys next time. See you later. Bye.